We've got a couple rules for the open mic tonight. Number one is leave your hate. Thank you, thank you.
On my walk home this morning in last night's shoes, patterns, you see, they know about patterns, I saw a kitten asleep in the curb lane, and I'm keep looking for a place to stretch my legs, only to find myself still in these too tight of spaces. But I swear, if I really were who my mother thought, I would stand a little taller.
We forget that every time a human is born, its parents, those beautiful scientists, have created a little machine with artificial intelligence. And if I create a little intelligent being, I will give her a name and not a number. And when mathematicians try to manage her, I'll teach her to tell them machines are imperfect human beings.
You can find me getting my bags checked every time I take a domestic flight on foreign-made planes across planes, chasing an American dream, but baking and beer aren't allowed with my identity. I read Japanese manga, I watch their animation, I think in English, I dream in English, and I enjoy maple syrup smothered pancakes, and my kindness is unprecedented. So that must mean I'm Canadian, eh?
For the purpose of stage, 3 years I've been writing spoken word, but I was involved in a lot of other literary aspects. I was involved in, I took a comedy school for sketch comedy, improv comedy, stand-up comedy.
Where do you get your inspiration?
All around me. What I try to talk about is things that are relevant to me and what I've experienced. I try to make everything I say as truthful as possible.
That's beautiful. The world is gorgeous. When people see others as good, they are less bitter pale yellow. Let there be silence, but know that silence is something sexy and terrifying, like porn from the future.
That's when I'm performing at my best. I feel like a lightning rod for the room. When I'm performing not so well, it feels kind of like you're awkwardly standing there in front of a crowd full of people who are judging you. I really like the idea of responding to other pieces of art and sort of remix as well. So I've done a lot of poems in response to like T.S. Eliot poems, in response to songs, in response to other people's poems. There's also personal inspiration. I've got a lot of poems about my transition experience, which has been sort of almost over exactly the same amount of time I've been doing poetry. I sort of came out, actually last Spoken Word Festival, when I first started doing poetry, was also my first time out in public. So sort of those have overlapped a lot, and I've explored a lot of my identity through that poetry.